Hello and welcome back to the You Up Podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freid. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? What's going on? What's the haps?
What's going on with me? Not that much.
Nothing. Okay. Good start.
Yeah. Not that much. Yeah.
Fun start to our Wednesday episode.
You know, it's funny. It's funny because we were talking, if you listen to the benefits episode that's out, we were talking about you coming to stay with me, and you asked Emily about like 3 words to describe the weekend, and one of the words you said was contentment.
Yes.
And I've been thinking about that since we recorded that yesterday.
Oh no. Did I ruin the marriage? I'm sorry.
No. If anything, I was like, yeah, like I actually feel like that's very true. Like I feel like if this is where I stayed in life, I would be very lucky and I would be very happy if I stayed like with this, with all the blessings that I have right now. I don't need any more. Right.
You want for nothing.
Yes, that's kind of how I feel. But I'm also like, is this boring? You just said, what's going on with you? I'm like, well, I don't know.
I don't have much going on either. I'm not saying, I'm not sitting here like,
I mean, you've got your,
I've got
specials, you got your book out, you got, your girlfriend's moving in with you.
I have a lot of dishes that I would like to be where you are, but I also know maybe that I'm a little incapable of like, I don't know if I would, I want to be where you are. Like I want the special, which is coming out. I don't even know if we've announced the date yet. If I've announced the date at this point, because we're taping a little ahead, then it's coming
September.
out. September, yes. Netflix. I want it to do so well that I could be at altitude. Like I always feel like I'm taking the plane off in a storm a little bit. But I want to be like, I want to be able to do like, if in my dream of dreams, it's do this podcast, do my podcast, do the shows. That's it. No, like, hey, everybody, I'm going to be here next Tuesday at 8. Do. Like, I want to stop dancing a little bit. I want to tour. I want to do weekend. I love doing a club weekend. I love, I love working on material. I hate telling people, hey, show this weekend. I hate getting the text like, Jared, we have 30 tickets sold for the whole weekend. You got to make a video. Go dance on the beach so that someone buys a ticket. Like, I wish all that. I wish I was like.
So you're just saying you still want to do the same things. You just don't want to have to promote them as much.
Right.
They sell out already.
Right. I want a little more guarantees. Like, I want just a little more.
Well, do you want to go on the road for like the rest of your life?
Yeah, I want like, I love the road. I love going on the road. I love doing stand up like when I am on stage, it is as relaxed as I've like, it's it. That's it. Okay. Like when I have it, like the set I just had like a weekend in Miami. I did 5 shows and I'm working on a set that like, and the way I'm doing stand-up, is like one story that kind of goes in 10 directions and comes back to the story. I've kind of found the way I like doing it. I don't feel like I'm like searching for what should I talk about. Like I think those things will come. So like I do, and I have the next 2 specials thought out in my head.
Okay.
Like I have the next one I'm taping, and then the one after that I'm taping. I know what those are going to be about. So I'm calmed about that, but I do need to work on it. Like I like the work, but the other work to get to do the work of like, stressing out about like, am I growing? Am I getting new people? I again, like you're saying, like, you're like, I'm good. This is great. Like, I think for me, I need, for tomorrow to be guaranteed, I have to work today. I think we all have to, but like,
right. Well,
that stresses me out, right, like in a way that I wish it didn't stress me out. I wish I could enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, that to me was like the worst part about owning a business.
Yeah.
And I think that like people who really love the entrepreneur life, like that part about it. And I did not, which is the idea that like, you can't really just like stay where you are. You can't really.
I mean, that's where I'm at. I own a business. Yeah, you're speaking about me.
Even with with you and with Betches, even like right. Which is this feeling that you constantly like have to like be evolving to be with like the landscape, or like to to go with the times, and to be growing and making more and doing more. And like, I don't know that that was ever like that's something that gives me a lot of anxiety. So I can totally understand that.
I think people from the outside might assume that of you. Like in the way they assume I'm an extrovert, they might assume that you're like this
Super
shoulder padded woman, like
no, I don't. I like to that is like I don't think I was born to be an entrepreneur. That's not something that's something that I hate, really. So
right.
like I used to crave like a 9-to-5 job where I could go and like make my certain amount of money and then leave and not have to think about like where the business is going to be in 3 years, because that wasn't my problem.
I have a question for you based on that. What do you hope Charlie and Lucy become? Like, what is the job that you would choose for them if you could
pick the jobs?
Pick the jobs. If you could say to them, if you could direct them, because based on that, like I have a thought on this because
right. Well, it's tough. It depends on their skill set. Like, I hope that they're doing something that makes them feel like appropriately challenged, but that they really enjoy doing. I hope that they do something that they love to do and that can support whatever lifestyle they want to live, so that I don't have to support them.
Right. Well, if you were to give them like advice, if they were like, Mom, how would you kind of do life?
Right.
What would you do? Like, do you have an idea of how you would do it?
How do I do life, Mom? Like in terms of like what job to get?
Like, if I was to talk to my kid, I would be like, hey, do well enough in school that you can get into the best law school. Then go to law school and just be in-house, like go become a lawyer, because you can do that anywhere. You can be a lawyer anywhere in the country. Then what I would do, like if I was to like give them
wouldn't it depend on like your kids' like proclivity?
I don't give a shit about their proclivities. I'm just saying this is what I would do if I had like. Listen, I don't think I would be able to be a lawyer because I can't read, and I think that's a big part.
I don't know how to
read. You can buy my book, Walking Red Flag. It is in bookstores now. It is
those who can't read, right? As they say.
That's right. That's right. No, I can't read for like quickly and for long periods of time.
I don't see you as a lawyer kind of.
No,
person,
but I envy a lawyer, because a lawyer could be in like I think the move is to be like lawyer in Pittsburgh. You make a good living. You can live well. Your money goes a long way. You could have like a mansion 20 minutes from town and then just be in-house at a company. Like it's just like a transferable skill.
Right.
It's like, to me, lawyer is kind of like woodworker. Like, it's just like,
so you're going to encourage your kid to be a lawyer.
I guess that right. It's kind of a weird thing for a comedian who took a lot of chances.
I have a friend who's like a partner at like a major New York City law firm.
Yeah,
like
they hate it, right?
Well, no, it was funny because like she makes more money than anyone I know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was funny because we were in college. We were like seniors in college, and she like spoke to the guidance counselor, and she was like, I really don't know what I'm going to do, what I want to do. So like, maybe I'll just go to law school. And the person was like, that's stupid. Like, you shouldn't do that. Like, unless you really want to do it. And then she was like, well, I can't think of anything else. And now she's just like the most successful person I know, but like not because she was needing to be, you know what I mean? It's like, it is funny because like, it does feel like that kind of profession. Like, she's just good at it.
I'm going to go to law school is the swan song of any upper middle class upbringing. Like, that is like what every person. You can't think of anything
better.
Right. If you can't work, go to law school and we'll worry about it in a couple of years. Like, go and get a couple more A's and make your parents happy, and
they'll pay for it.
And they'll pay for it. Like, if you have again, these are like very privileged talks that people don't like to talk about. But if your family has money and you can just go to law school and shut them up for a while because they can brag about how you're in law school, you buy 3 years. So like, that was like 25. I remember all these people. I'm going to law school. My life. They got sick of work and they were like, I'm going to law school so I can just think about this shit for a second. And I always thought, now I look back on that, I'm like, great idea. You could move to North Carolina. You could live like a king. You go work as a lawyer. I don't know. I mean, and it's always, the grass is always greener. They're looking at me. I'm saying this with a Netflix special coming out. I'm saying this like as a successful guy. And I'm like looking like I don't know, you know.
Are you gonna pay for law school? We'll see how many. Buy tickets to the show
for my kids.
So Jared,
for
buy
my kids
tickets to Jared's show so he can pay for his future unborn child's law education. So
oh my God! This is supposed to make me feel better. I'm just stressed. Well, you talk about keeping up with the landscape. I don't know if you saw this. Howard Stern laid off like a lot of people at that work for his show.
Is he not doing well?
Well, he got a new contract. He's going to have one new episode a week.
As opposed to how many?
Who the fuck knows? But Howard Stern, at some point, you were like, that is the industry. That is, audio. He is the king. He was literally called the king of radio. So now the world, you talk about evolving. He didn't really evolve. He stayed on SiriusXM. He never did a podcast. He never felt the need to switch. He was also getting paid $500 million. So he didn't really have a need to evolve, but it shows you how the world can like kind of keep twirling without you. Like now Howard Stern is like a memory, like who?
Well, there's so much more competition now.
Right. And he's
podcast,
he's one of the greatest interviewers that ever lived. Like he's an amazing interviewer. And if you go watch any celebrity interview with Howard Stern, you are like, wow. Like and Joe Rogan interviews weirdos. That's why people like Joe Rogan. He's not necessarily a good interviewer, so but it's interesting that like, if you don't evolve, you better be making 500 million because,
or whatever the number is for you.
Right.
That
mine's 500 million. Let me just put that out in the universe.
Mine is not. Like, what's
no, mine's way cheaper.
Yeah, like I do think, like again, like what I think everyone has. You're saying 500. It could be like whatever number I think makes you feel like there's not a huge lifestyle variation about how well you do. Like what else is Howard Stern going to do if he evolves? Like what else is he going to possibly like buy that he couldn't buy right now?
I agree. I was in awe that one, he made his last contract was for 500 million. Two, that he literally never made the move to podcast. And three, that he's like in his 70s and he's like, he's like getting a new contract. Like I was like,
right.
That could have been 40, young Howards, like that, you paid really well, like, and I don't know that.
I mean, Judge Judy's doing pretty well. She does the same thing.
I guess Judge Judy to me like is more of an owner and entrepreneur than Howard is.
Is she?
She like owns all that stuff. Like she's the production. Like I think she's. I'm pretty sure. Like like I think Judge Judy is like way more business-like than maybe she gets credit for.
I remember this story about Judge Judy. I don't know if we talked about it on here. Where like she has like what is Judge Judy air on? And it's in syndication.
So she's syndication. She owns the show and sells it to these individual markets.
She licenses it.
Yeah.
Right. She licenses right. And I think it was like I don't know if it was like CBS or NBC. She has like a meeting with like the top guy, and she has like a lunch meeting with him, and she writes like the number on the paper and she just gives it to him, and that's like the end of it. That's what I heard about Judge Judy. She just this is the number this is the number you're going to pay.
You're going to pay this. My grandmother and Judge Judy were like the same woman. My grandmother loved her.
Is that a Jewish? Is that a Jewish grandma
thing? I think
thing?
it is.
Right. Is it code for just like bitch?
Yeah. Well, please subscribe to You Up with Benefits. Make some dreams come true. Well, go watch the special.
Watch the special. So Jared can send his kids to law school.
I just want them to go to law school so that I don't have to worry about my non-existent children. I just took Barry's boot camp. Oh, I'm also in Maine. I'm going to be in Huntington, Long Island. I'm doing a show. I'll probably have more shows. Go to my website, jaredfreid.com. I have a good set now. Like I'm excited for you. I wasn't sure if I was excited for you to see it. Now I'm excited for you to see it, Jordana. I think it's ready for you to see.
Well, October, I will be there.
It's October 16th.
Friday, yes.
Friday night, completely different material from the Netflix special that's coming out in September. No crowd work. Do you know what crowd work is? Is that something that like the people generally know?
I mean, I know crowd work because of you for sure, but I feel like I would know about what it was otherwise, I think.
When comedians go on stage and talk to the crowd.
Yes.
When I see it on a special, I kind of like, I don't really believe in the special. Like it would have to be the funniest crowd work you've ever seen in your entire life for me to be like, wow, what a, like, cause to me, I don't know. It's just, and that's not to talk, I guess I'm talking shit, but like, I guess I'm taking a lot of pride in the fact that this is all material. Like I'm doing my show on all of this. So when you come to a show, you're getting an hour of material. And then maybe I'll talk to the crowd too if it's necessary. Like that happens. You know, like I'll talk to you peasants if I happen to make eye contact. You know, it sounds bad.
You're not going to ignore them on principle.
Right. I make it conversational, but I'm coming there with an act. Like,
yes.
You know, there's a reason people do crowd work is because they have no act. You know, so
right.
I take a lot of pride in having
Yes.
And well, anytime I've done crowd work, you and my dad are a lot alike.
As we know, yes, twins.
As we know, you and my dad, very similar. Every time I would talk to the crowd, I can hear my dad in my head going, enough, move on, enough, who cares about them? So like, it's in my head, you know, like.
Well, I think a few minutes is nice. It gets, it makes you feel like intimate.
Conversational.
Especially in a smaller room. I think anything in a theater crowd work feels like weird.
Well, that's why on a special it feels weird. They do them in a theater, then they're like talking to the front row, and I'm like, no. What's going on here? Like,
it only feels good if it's like an intimate room. I think if it's a large room, then you're kind of like, I can't see the person.
Right. I want to see them. Right. No,
yeah.
You're totally right. I had another question for you. Can I add before we get started?
Of course. Let's hear it.
I just took a Barry's boot camp. Shout out Barry's Boca. Brand new Barry's location. I enjoyed it thoroughly. 720 class. Walked in.
Good for you.
Thank you. I was looking for that. There was a birthday class. You know, it was someone's birthday.
And you happened to be in it?
I happened to be in the class. And they came in with strobe lights at the end of the class. Happy birthday.
That's a Soul Cycle? That's a Barry's thing?
Well, this is my question. They're all doing it. And again, I'm speaking in generalities. What is it? And I don't know if we've spoken about this, but I don't know if I've asked you this as directly. Why do women tend to love their birthday and attention on their birthday so much? And I say so much in comparison to me, a man, but just generally men. It seems that women care about the birthday attention more than men. Why do you think that is?
Why do we care about birthday attention? I mean, I think we're always taking stock much more than men of like how people are relationally into us. So I think the more celebration, like, you know, your friends, your happy birthday texts, or like who's coming out with you on your birthday, who's coming to your party. I think it's like a way to gauge like how much in the in-group you are.
So this is like friend inventory for you? It's like, I
think a little bit.
Who's the front of the shelf? Who's in storage?
That's why you see those stupid posts. Do you ever see those stupid posts that women post about like their friend's happy birthday to the friend, or even worse, happy birthday to the friend's kid who's not on Instagram?
It's crazy to me.
I think it's like a social stacking of showing you're close to someone.
Because I saw that strobe light thing at Barry's boot camp, and I was like, that is the last thing I would ever want on my birthday.
I mean, same. I agree.
Right, but it would be something someone would do to mess with me. Let's screw with Jared and have them give him attention on his birthday. And to these women, it seems that is like, yeah, thank you. And I'm like,
well, yeah, I think it's like a social capital thing, which I think women care about more than men.
Right.
Friendships and like who's celebrating you and who's like thinking of, and you talked about this before, like I think when you're single, those friendship relationships mean even more. So like that's why you talked about like no one has a bigger 30th birthday than a single 30-year-old woman or an unmarried 30-year-old woman. Yeah.
There is no bigger celebration in the world than a single 30-year-old woman having her birthday. It is like helicopters and parades and attention like you've never seen. And I don't know. I think the men 40 is their 30. If I'm to say, like, as far as getting hit by it.
Right. And just like you wanted to spend that with all of your friends on Delta.
I spent it alone on a flight. Like my 40th, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want
Mike would literally be mortified if anyone at work knew it was his birthday when it's his birthday.
Right.
Like, by the way, his birthday is on Friday from when this episode comes out.
Really?
Yeah, yes.
The next Friday.
It's on the Friday. It's from the Friday feels. It's July 31st.
Your birthdays are that close together?
Yeah, we're 5. Mike has always said he wanted to date someone 5 weeks younger than him.
And he got it.
He got it. Yes. Yeah, our birthdays are pretty close. But yeah, I was like, "Oh, did you tell anyone at work it's your birthday?" He's like, "No, why would I do that? That would be so
work?"
Weird.
Right. That's so weird. Hey everybody, it's my birthday today. I'm like, cool.
Right. His biggest fear is that someone finds out it's his birthday and tells other people that it's his birthday, and then all those people speak to him and tell him happy birthday.
This just shows you, like, no man wants to owe anyone. Like, I just don't want to owe anyone. I think women are way more okay with debt. Like, I think like
social capital debt.
Social debt. Yeah. I think the idea of like, I'll return it later. No, I don't want that on I don't want to buy something to return it. That is not something I want at all. There's no win in that. I don't want any debt.
Yeah. But your dad just had a big birthday, didn't he? Like he had a big party?
No, that was years ago. That was like 30 years ago. Yeah.
How long have we known each other? No, you went to some birthday party of his.
I went to his birthday party.
Yeah.
This was literally, it was his 65th birthday.
Wow.
He's
now
a
party for the 65th?
He had a 65th birthday. I was like, nerd. And then, no, he's 68 now. He's almost 67. Wow. It was 3 years ago.
Time flies.
Wow. We're really having fun. Okay. If you're having fun, tell a friend about this podcast, uup@betches.com. Just tell them to fast forward to the 20-minute mark and they'll get to the real show. Let's do an email.
Let's do it. I'll get right in. Hi, Jared and Jordana. Love the show. I've been watching Love Island, and there's something I need you two to weigh in on. There's been a lot of conversation this season about how to label a relationship. No one seems to agree on what it means to be in a situationship versus dating versus exclusive versus boyfriend and girlfriend. So I'm wondering how you guys would define each of these terms. I'm in my 30s, and situationship feels like a newer term that people are using. When I was in college, we just said we were hooking up with or seeing someone. Now it feels like there's a lot more nuance in how people label or try to avoid labeling their dating life. I know this topic is subjective and also all of the labels probably have a lot of overlap, but would love to hear each of your definitions of these terms.
I love this question because I actually saw the episode that kind of started this whole discussion.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
So I got a DM from a fan, and I want to thank her very much because she was like, you got to go watch episode 31, season 8 of Love Island. And I wish Love Island would do 2 versions of the show. Like, I wish there was like the full show and then like watch these 10 episodes and you're good. Like, I don't need 150 episodes a summer.
Right.
And
I agree.
This episode, there was one girl, and the next episode, they had family coming. So that, I think, was the important part. This girl is like
the hometowns.
They had the basically their version of hometowns where some family member is about to show up. And I'm sure they can feel that because they know how the show works and it's late in the process and they're starting to couple up. So this girl goes to her friend and is like, so I'm exclusive with Zach. And the friend goes, well, what does that mean? Which kind of a dickish question. Like, just cheer with her.
I think the definition is in the word.
Right. The friend, whoever this woman was, she really wanted more. She was like, she didn't say boyfriend and girlfriend. And the friend who she told kind of felt that. Because she was like, when she said, what does this mean? It's like, this is going to be tough for this woman because she was like,
Yeah.
no, like, we're not calling it boyfriend and girlfriend. We're just exclusive. And we're not ready for that yet. We're not ready for boyfriend and girlfriend, but we're ready to be exclusive. So we're not going to see anybody else. And then the girl that asked what it was, she goes, so you're in a situationship, which is kind of mean. Like,
right.
Because to me or to anyone, I think a situationship has a negative connotation. And the girls responded by saying, but it's not messy, so it's exclusive. And I was watching this whole thing and I'm like, you're about to be upset. Like I'm watching the birth of, like, I'm watching the early stages of this woman's horrible story.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it came into, like, what is situation? And then throughout the episode, this same girl keeps going to people excited, like, hey, Zach and I are exclusive. And then the same girl is like, wow, what does that mean? Like, she keeps kind of pressing her.
Following her around. That's the issue with being on an island with
right.
annoying people.
So what do you think of these terms? What do you think of single versus hooking up with versus situationship? And I would love to hear your thoughts.
I think it's a little different if you're on Love Island. I think that, like, the terms, it's like its own different world with, like, a different set of rules. I mean, usually you're not holding makeout contests in the same area with your potential date.
But to push back at that, I think it's the same world shrunken down, because I think it's like watching a time lapse fast forwarded on Love Island. Again, as not a watcher of the show, but I know you have to, to stay on the island, you got to have some genitals to fit yours into. It's genitals, musical chairs.
Right. But you're also, like, throwing all these very intense, tempting sexual, like, things.
That's the petri dish. So, like, if you say, hey, the parents are showing up tomorrow and you're with some guy on this island, the what are we doing here conversation happens maybe quicker than it would in real life, but it's still a what are we conversation.
Right.
So she's getting an answer that she needed. To me, the interesting part is with the parents and family coming back, and I think women need this more than men, they need an answer. I need to show that I'm not just this floozy.
I need to not be embarrassed.
Right. And yes. I don't think I don't think a normal guy, I have never thought of a woman hooking up with me as some floozy. So, like, because we didn't have a label. Could she feel that way on the other end without a label? I could understand when her parents go. I think all these terms exist for parents and friends.
Right.
None of the terms would exist if you didn't have to explain it to anybody. You just go on.
Yeah. Okay, so then what is my definition?
Yes.
I think a situationship in its nature is a non-exclusive thing.
Okay.
I don't think that situationships are exclusive. I think that, like, that's sort of, I think the crux of a situationship is one person would like a commitment of some sort and the other person would not, but enjoys the sexual aspect of the relationship.
Right. I think situationship only is the label when someone's disappointed.
Yes. For sure. One person wants more. What is it? I think I read this somewhere. It was like a situationship is when a person with lower self-esteem meets a person with commitment issues. That's the recipe for a situationship.
Well, I mean, we even gave a definition way back when, where it's like a situationship is when one person is getting what they want and one person, and a situationship is when one person is getting what they want and the other person is agreeing to what the other person wants.
Right. Even though they want more.
Right. So now you're in a situation because now you're living by someone else's rules and someone else's emotional, level of emotional stakes, So what would you say seeing someone means? Hey, I'm seeing someone.
Seeing someone. I think of that as like a date, like dating someone, like you're going on dates.
I would think of that as I'm concentrating on one person.
Yeah. Sure. Yes.
I'm seeing someone.
Yes. You've been on multiple dates with a person that you're more interested than other people.
I'm concentrating on them but that doesn't mean we're totally locked in. And
yes. No, yeah. Technically, you are single in the technical term of like, if you hooked up with someone else, would it be a betrayal? Not yet.
it would be you would feel guilty, but not a betrayal.
Yes. Yes.
Dating. I'm dating someone.
I think that implies a level of exclusivity.
I agree. I think that is, to say I'm dating someone is as locked in as you could be. Okay, I'm in a relationship with someone I think actually is closer to dating someone. Like those two are like same.
Yes. I think that's more of like an officialness. It's like the official, it's like the, you have a contract now.
Right.
Whereas maybe before it would be implied. Now it's like written out.
I will say this, men will say, I think men generally speak like this. Ready? We've hooked up. We're hooking up. Girlfriend. Done.
That's it. Those only 3.
I think those are the male labels.
What does we're hooking up mean?
That they are someone you've seen within the last week or 2 and you plan on seeing again.
And what if you're taking them on
dates? Relationship. Yeah, and you're taking them on dates. We're hooking up.
We're hooking up. We're hooking up is I'm taking them on dates.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just spinning it towards the sexual.
I think the male version is way more broad, and then they agree to things way more specific to not have to be the boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
So like, I think a lot of men agree to terms that women bring up to shut them up.
What does exclusive mean, but not in a relationship mean to you?
That is a man who doesn't want to be in a relationship, who wants to make the breakup in the future easier on him.
Okay.
If you're saying I'm exclusive but not in a relationship, that is usually a man who has said anything he could that wouldn't get him in a relationship so that he could break up and not have to deal with the ramifications of ending a relationship.
But he is exclusive if he says he's exclusive.
He's exclusive, but it's pre-breakup.
Headed negative.
It's not going to go well. If you're getting that, it's just, and I'm saying that generally, odds are not in your favor. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry, Hermione. What's her name? Cadmus.
Not a big reader, as we've already discussed.
I saw the movie. Yeah. I saw half the movie. I fell asleep.
Okay. So you can't. So have you ever? You've never been in a situation where you have been exclusive, but not in a relationship, but you wanted to be in a relationship, or you felt like it was headed to a relationship.
It was me still thinking about it, and in retrospect, it was me
buying time.
It was buying time to think about it. Looking back, Jared, you're being a wuss. But also, Jared, like if I was like the ghost of Christmas future and I came back and visited myself, I'd be like, Jared, what are you doing here?
Right.
It would be that. And me, the current, the Jared that was in that moment, I'd be like, no, I don't know yet. I swear. Like, I think to make this less personal and mean, because if you're in this situation right now, I don't think the person that you're with, that you're exclusive but not in a relationship with, is actively trying to just fuck you a few more times before getting out of there. Like, I think better of people. So I think what they're doing is dealing with the emotional ramifications of, do I want to lose this person? Do I want to I have to go through a breakup? This is I'm not sure, but they're really great. And who am I to end things with anybody? Like,
right.
Ending something with someone is a real look in the mirror of like, I've always done the, who the fuck do you think you are? And it's not this person. And again, it gets served a lot of times by people with low self-esteem and people who are married, generally like married women. The feedback from this conversation is generally like pretty like cutthroat and mean. They don't really think of the guy in that scenario as having any because single men who don't commit are seen as gluttonous.
Yeah. Well, they're seeing it's fucking with you.
Fucking with you, gluttonous, and they have no stakes in the game socially. Again, to go back to social capital. So you're not really given a lot of empathy as far as when a woman ends things. Oh,
well, like you said, it's a little cowardly. The exclusive, but not in a relationship.
I'm watching this girl go through a breakup on TikTok right now, Carly Weinstein. And she ended something with her boyfriend who she had on her social media. Okay?
Okay.
Every video is, she's going to end up writing a book called Good Not Great. Every video is on the premise of he was fine, just not for me, not great. And, when you have it and you don't feel right, and she's painting this picture of, this woman who I just want to have my wonderful life, and it just wasn't there yet for me. And you go, well, and then the guy, gets painted as, if a guy ended it that way, ended something with someone who was great and was in all the videos, they would go, it would look a little gluttonous, from his side, like.
I don't know. I think if he dated her and he lived with her, it wouldn't seem gluttonous. If it was like, it just wasn't. That's actually respected. I think the worst part is when like the woman has to break up with herself.
Well, that's true too.
If a man proactively goes to a woman and says, I feel like this is good but not great, and like I just don't think I can commit, if proactively, without her having to be like, when are we moving in? When are we getting engaged? And then the pressure cooker gets so intense that the lid falls off and he has to do it. Like if a man, but men don't do that. Men don't proactively come up to you and say that.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. This is the feedback. Whatever story they're telling, the feedback to this girl, Carly, is like, I've been there too. We've all been there. Go get it, girl. No one's wondering if she like let it get to a point where she wouldn't commit. Like, like the assumption of men is negative in any breakup.
Yes.
The assumption of women is woo woo, go to Thailand, live, laugh, love, find yourself, girl. And she's kind of dining out on that.
Sure.
In my opinion. Well, I'm watching it happen in real time. And I think that if this guy made a video about how it felt to be dumped, it would be there would be a percentage of questions. Well, what did you do? Did you force her to dump you? Did you not commit? Were you giving mixed signals?
I would wonder that.
Right. Right. When a man says he got divorced, well, what did you do? There's a percentage of that.
Sure. All right, let's do another email.
Icky or picky. We love this game. You're dating someone, it ends, you end it because you got the ick, but you're wondering, was it a justifiable ick?
Yes.
Or were you just being picky? J&J. I was getting ready for a second date when I received the attached text. It creeped me out and I canceled. Thoughts? Was I being crazy? So here's the text. You ready?
Right.
You be her, I'll be him.
Okay, cool. See you then.
7:15, smiley face. I'm always good with regular clothes, but can also wear a suit if you wanted to wear a dress. Wanted to give you the choice. For more context, I'm 42, he's 46. He's divorced, and I think he has been for years. We live in D.C. We had agreed on a second date the week before, but didn't nail down deets until that morning. We planned to go to dinner at a sushi/poke place and a free stand-up show in my neighborhood. Given that he hadn't dressed yet, I figured he hadn't left yet. And no, we had not discussed clothing before. However, after I told him I didn't like the comment and didn't want to go out anymore, he explained, I put on a suit for work today, first time in a while. Thought I'd wear it out on our date, but wanted to bring it up. Went awkwardly. This made sense to me, but not enough to take back my cancellation. Our first date was good and I had fun, but a couple things gave me pause. So perhaps this comment was the ick that broke the camel's back. What do you think, Jordana? Icky or picky?
I think this is picky. I think I agree. He said it awkwardly. I think if I were him, here's what I imagine happened. He had to wear a suit for work. He was like, I should just wear this suit on the date because I'm already wearing it. So let me tell her she can wear a dress if she wants because like I'm wearing the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like what he should have said was, hey, just so you know, coming from work, I'm wearing a suit. Sorry if I'm awkwardly overdressed for this date at the bar. Um, and just wanted to like let you know, like I'm not a weirdo trying to like dress up formally for our date. LOL.
I'm with you. I think, it's funny when I first read this, your brain kind of changes based on the order of operations. I don't know if you had this too, because when she said, I got creeped out from this text, what do you think? And then I read the text. I was like, yeah, this is weird. Why is he just randomly bringing up her wearing a dress? And then I got the context where he's like, oh, I put on a suit for work today. First time in a while, thought I'd wear it out for our date, but didn't want to bring it up. Went awkwardly. And then I went back and read his text again. I'm always good with regular clothes, but can also wear a suit if you wanted to wear a dress. Wanted to give you the choice. He sounds like so respectful. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
I think it's totally picky. Like,
I think it's picky. Yeah. Especially when he explains it. I think that with no context of like, you could wear a dress if you want to our date because I'm going to dress up is like a little weird. But I think when she says like, if she calls him out and he's like, sorry, that came out weirdly. Like, I just meant I'm wearing a suit for work already and I'm going to wear it.
Right.
I think like that's a totally normal thing. He's probably nervous. So he's like phrasing it in this weird way. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
And it's interesting that she's like, he's divorced. And I think he has been for years. Like, she's trying to give like, I don't know, the he's been divorced for years is something that men get kind of like told that that's the reason they're awful, all the time. I think she had a lot of negative.
She didn't like him.
Yeah. I mean, she said their first day was good. I had fun. Couple things gave me pause. I think she has a lot of distrust of any divorced man of that age. I think that's like, I think this is like, because like to say like he's been divorced for years, had fun, but a couple things gave me pause. And then you have this text, like to have fun on a first date and receive this text and automatically assume it's him being like, wear that dress that shows them titties. Like, I think you got to like kind of take a breath on dating a little bit. Like you got to,
yeah,
because it's a negative. I understand it. Like telling a woman what to wear, not great, but the explanation like totally erases it for me.
The explanation to me seems like completely normal and like kind of cute and like a little vulnerable of like, sorry, that came out weirdly awkward.
Right.
But I mean, they're going to dinner. I could see where he's like, hey, he just phrased it wrong. And maybe he is a little awkward. And maybe that's because he has been single for years or whatever. Mm-hmm. Who cares? But he doesn't, I wouldn't say, I think creeped out is a strong word.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think if I were her, maybe give him another shot. You had fun on the date.
Right. He should have just told her that he was wearing a suit already. Like he was like, he phrased it like we could dress up.
Right. He fucked up. The text is fucked. Hey, come on. You said it. You said it great. Let's do another email.
All right, let's do it.
uup@betches.com. Keep sending them in.
Hello, Jared and Jordana. Love the pod and you both. And I never thought I'd be here, but here we go. I, 32 female, started dating a 30-year-old male in August 2025, long distance. Overall, the relationship was good. We saw each other every weekend, spoke multiple times a day, no issues. It was serious as we introduced each other to friends and extended family quickly, with holidays and weddings, etc. However, late January and early February, things got weird. Nothing necessarily happened between us, but I noticed he became distant and we started talking less. I figured it was just seasonal depression. We had a weird Valentine's Day weekend and he pretty much completely pulled away after that. It was messy and confusing, but I took it as a full-on breakup, even though it wasn't direct, all via phone and text. After about a week, I received an apology text, but that's about it. We didn't speak much in March. He reached back out in April, keeping it light, but getting mad if I didn't respond to him. I had decided I'm not getting anything serious at this rate, so I go along with the casual convos, thinking we'll talk about everything in person soon, because I moved to his city at the end of April, about 2 months after the initial breakup. This had always been my plan, hence why we began dating in the first place. By this point, we're talking consistently. He had even offered for me to stay with him if I needed. We also talked the entire month of May, but it was busy for us both. I kept waiting for an invite to hang out and finally noticed he wasn't making a true effort to see me. Then I noticed he was only texting during the work days, and when I called him out on it or tried to initiate a hangout myself, he turned into the victim with excuses and or other priorities, etc. Maybe a week or so after that, a mutual friend posts a May photo dump And voila, there's another girl in the photos with him. Aha, he completely stops texting me the day after the photo was posted. Figures, adios. After 2 weeks of silence, he likes my Instagram story. Out of pure annoyance, I do some digging on the girl to see if they're still together. Unfortunately, I find out more than I wanted to. She posted multiple photos from late February to April, but shockingly, a photo wearing a custom made hat of his about 2 weeks before we initially broke up, signaling she's been around longer than I thought. So, of course, I keep digging and notice he's been liking photos of hers all the way back to the fall. Yes, I've unfollowed and removed him after discovering all of this, and I doubt he knows I'm aware of everything. I'll spare you the details, but the communication he and I have been exchanging post breakup isn't considered appropriate for someone who is exclusively dating someone else. Obviously, no, I hadn't seen him to physically cheat, but I still don't think we're innocent, and I wouldn't be happy if I were her. I also don't want to know anymore, but I'm as convinced as the Bravo universe is with Scamanda that there is crossover between us, and they were probably together when he and I were still in a fully functioning relationship too. Truly, had I known about her, I would have completely ended this way back when. And no shade to her, but she's only 20. I don't think she knows what she's gotten herself into. So my question for you is, do I, one, message her and let her know I've also been around this whole time and this man has been playing us both? Two, leave it and let karma do her thing. Or three, message him with photo proof and blackmail. Depending on the advice, I could easily turn this into a petty or prudent too. Thanks for all you do. Not a cheating bitch.
So
I already know you're not going to like this person.
It's not that I don't like her. I appreciate, she's going through a tough one.
Yeah.
And he's dating a 20-year-old. Like, I is just like, it's crazy. You know, I don't know how old he is. Did she
30.
say?
He's 30.
Yeah.
She's 32. He's 30.
So he's showing a pattern of, and started dating her, long distance. I don't know how they met, but they were distance and dating, and they had never seen each other. The whole thing is, to me, this woman needs to, what do the kids say? Touch grass. It seems as though she is kind of,
she's been doing investigatory journalism.
right. And the thing is, she feels good about herself because she's nailed it. She put all the puzzle pieces together and she can see the whole picture in front of her and got him there, and there she is, and I can message everyone. And finally, she has the control she was searching for and the answers to all her questions. And it's all literally nothing. Like he was nothing to her. All of this that she feels she has control over is all internet nothing.
Speculation.
It's speculation. It's also now you've spent all this time that someone you knew as a text box. I think she needs to kind of and I just don't think any of this is worth her time and energy. And she kind of reminds me of a boomer who gets tricked by news items on Facebook. She got tricked by the guy to keep texting with her from however long a distance and based on half promises. And then the Ponzi scheme caught up with the guy, so it blew up. And now he's with this new 20-year-old who he can now scam again. Just go away. Just walk away.
As they say,
advice.
The best revenge is living well, right?
Right.
And I would keep that in mind here. Because all the things you're doing here are speculation. Listen, if this was an email about my husband and I have 2 kids, and there's this woman that that I found out he's been cheating, and this woman thinks he's single, should I message her and tell her that there's that's yeah, maybe. This is someone you were already broken up with. She says we weren't innocent. You were innocent. You didn't do anything. This isn't this isn't your problem. This whole thing is not your problem. You don't know what she knows. You don't know what she doesn't know. You don't know if they're actually in a relationship. You don't know anything about the situation. Just be gone. I agree. Be gone.
Just be gone. Disappear.
Why waste another minute on this situation?
And she doesn't want to admit to the amount of time she wasted on this. This guy was never going to be the guy. And I think she needs to assess, how is she getting into relationships? It's not, how did I get lied to? It's where does it begin? What will I allow for? And I'm a little bit, I don't mean to blame the victim, but the victim is who wrote in here. So it's like, I kind of trace this back to, how did you meet someone? You have mutual friends, but this all is over text and it's distance. You have a town you live in. Are you going on and are you saying, well, the town has no guys, and there's a reason that it's working out with someone who can't see you, and then it's not working out with the people who can see you. And I think that's something that I had to look at for myself. There's a reason the people I can text with are easy to keep up with, and the people that I go see in person, I don't know if I want to go out with them again.
Huh. Yeah.
Because the people I want to go, because in person you have to get on your feet and put on your clothes and kind of walk away from the rest of the world. You have to take that phone out of and put it in your pocket and not look at it for 2 hours. And I don't know. I think she needs to get back to basics because all this, and this happens a lot where and this happened and that happened. And oh my God. And it's always the same type of person. It's always the person who is allowing for the texting and the Instagram and the DMs to be what they judge as effort. And none of that is effort.
Yeah. And this guy is not, he seems like a good communicator, but he's not a good communicator, obviously.
Right. But this guy is a million guys. If I'm her, I want to be better for the next guy like this I meet.
Right. Yeah.
Let's play some games.
Let's do it.
Red flag or deal breaker, the game that's sweeping the country. It is, you're dating someone, one thing happens. Is it a red flag? You kind of just notice it, but you keep going. Or is it a deal breaker? You end it sight on scene.
I don't even know what's correct
I've
anymore.
switched it every time.
Yeah.
J&J, love the pod. I'm a happy benefit subscriber. Thank you. I have a red flag or deal breaker question about myself. Would love your take. I've attached the text, but here's the summary. I matched with a guy on Hinge who suggested a sunset beach picnic for our first date. Personally, I prefer more casual first dates, coffee, drinks, a walk, where it's easy to get to know each other first and see if there's chemistry. And if either person isn't feeling it, it's easy to wrap up without either of us being stuck. A sunset beach picnic, especially for a first date, felt a little too intimate for me. It's also kind of felt like a move, which honestly turned me off a bit, so I suggested grabbing drinks instead. His response was essentially, no thanks, we're probably not a match, good luck. To be clear, I don't think either of us is wrong. We just have different dating styles. But his immediate goodbye after I suggested an alternative made me wonder, is my reaction to a sunset beach picnic as a first date weird and a deal breaker? Or is his unwillingness to pivot to a different first date idea the bigger deal breaker? So red flag or deal breaker, she says no to a sunset beach picnic for a first date. Excited to hear your thoughts. Cheers, preferably at a bar, not in a blanket. P.S. I'll happily picnic date 3. What do you think?
Well, let's read the text. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ready?
I'll be her.
So that's, you be her, I'll be him. Ready?
Okay.
I'll be free Wednesday. Where in LA are you located?
Great. It's a date. I'm in blank.
Nice. I'm in blank. I have an idea for us.
What's your idea?
Hey, sorry. I was watching the World Cup with some friends. Picnic on the beach, sunglass emoji, heart, sunset.
No worries. That's a very sweet idea. But honestly, I think for a first date, I'd prefer something a little more low key. What if we just grab a drink somewhere?
Good morning.
I hate when you text someone in the morning and then they reply with good morning. It's like shaming you for not starting with good morning.
Totally agree. I
Do you
hate
agree with
it.
that?
Yeah, we're in the conversation. What do we gotta? You gotta tell me that you gotta tell me there was a passage of time.
Now you feel like an asshole. To me, I'm like, oh, I guess I should have said good morning. I guess I'm a rude bitch.
It's a little bit of a like putting you in your place.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. It's kind of that's how I would read it.
Same.
Also, I really don't like this new thing that people are doing with texts where they skip a line. What he's doing, and I think what people are doing now, this is a trend that I've noticed, and I think people know that you won't answer a text unless you open it. So what they do is they go, good morning, return, 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 and then they say what they want to say so that you can't see it in the box when it comes up on the text list.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You have to open it up. I get that with a lot of people. Good morning, return. And then I'm like, I want to see what you're saying so I know if I have to get back to this quickly or not.
Right.
But they want you to open it up
Some
because they know you'll
tricksters.
answer. It's a lot of tricksters going on out there.
I bet you there's a strong correlation with the good morning people.
Totally. So, good morning from the douchebag with a sun with a sun emoji. That's the point of going to the beach. It's low key. Now he's a liar. The beach is never low key.
No, there's sand and shit.
Yeah, there's nothing low key about sand in my asshole.
A romantic picnic is not low key.
No. And then they write, see, this is where I don't like this guy because he's trying to control the narrative. So he's trying to take this like higher, morality play of like, that's the point of going to the beach. It's low key, LOL. Also, I don't drink. It's okay if you're not cool with it. It's not for everyone. Oh, what a piece of shit.
She didn't even say that.
Yeah, this guy's an asshole. I hope you find what you're looking for. Go Rams.
Ram emoji.
Fuck
Winky.
this dude. I hate this guy.
This guy did this guy dump her and do a winky face emoji in the same text?
I guess it's his version of being playful because they may have spoken about how he's a Rams fan. And I mean, she says go Birds on their next text. So she's an Eagles fan. So, but jokes are over. We're not going on a date anymore. Fuck off.
Yes, we don't need to do this anymore. Okay. The sunset picnic dates have been a bit of a production and very intimate, which is great if we're vibing. But if it was for a first date, would have made me a little uncomfortable since we're just getting to know each other. I don't care if you don't drink, and I'm always down to do something else, but I recognize you may care if I do drink. And I also understand if this interaction turned you off a bit, so I'd love to meet if you're still down. But if not, totally understand, no hard feelings. Go Birds.
Wow. She is being
so nice.
So nice. Here's his
infuriatingly nice almost.
Yeah. I'm almost. Yeah. No, I don't care you don't drink. I'm around it all the time. I'm an adult. I just choose to prioritize health and fitness now. Oh, this guy, put him in a jail. I think we have different opinions on what dating is and what's intimate. It's totally cool. Good luck out there.
This guy sucks.
Does he?
I hate him.
Does he know he's the reason people hate dating? Like,
no.
Does he know? Like, you want to go? Like, my mission in life. Like, I think we should have a TV show where we go find this guy, and I grab him by the shirt collars, and I'm like, read me back this text. Read me this text. Read. You think this is how you talk to people? You know what a piece of shit you sound like? Like, I want to, because I want him to read this back to me and tell me how you're not a piece of shit. When you're saying, I value fitness. I want to.
No one asked you. Right. If she had said, why don't you drink? She didn't even say that.
No.
She just said, it's totally cool. I have absolutely no issue with you not drinking.
She dodged a fucking bullet. This is like such internet speak where he is like, the things he's doing in these texts, if read in a vacuum, you go, what, he values his health. He doesn't want to go on a big drinking spree like this wench who needs to get hammered needs to go on. And you're like, that's not what was said here. Right.
There's a way to have done this. Hey, I don't drink. I would, so I know it's a little feels a little formal. Would you be down to just go to the beach and have a picnic and I'll bring some whatever non-alcoholic bullshit?
Totally. Or and then her say, like, I don't know. Or we can do hey, this is a little much.
He's like trying to start a fight with her. I'm an adult. I can be around it. She didn't say that you were like.
Here's the thing. Here's what happened. And I can tell her right now.
I want to know what happened because I want to know why someone would suggest a picnic on the beach, which seems like sort of like a production with someone they didn't really want to go out with, which is what it seems like.
Let me just let the listeners know this happened in the LA area. This is very LA. This is very I value my mental health. I value my fitness and my health. He can get away with this. He can get away with sounding this way. And
not in New York.
Not in New York. No.
We don't value any of that here.
Us disgustings would not stand for such a thing. This is a horrible person because what he's doing, it is a move. The way she has read it right. What he's doing is he's looking to go on a date with someone who is wowed so much by an initial amount of effort, like a beach picnic, where she is easily wowed in a way that makes it happen quicker, and he gets to sex and, oh my God, you know what? My mental health isn't in the right place. I guess we shouldn't date. This is a match. Lights quick, flashes, he brought this up, and when he found out she wasn't a willing participant for exactly how he wanted it to go.
Right. And she says it in the nicest way that you could ever say it.
He is only going on dates with women who will be wowed by a beach picnic date because that gets him to speak this way. The way he's speaking is only impressive to someone who isn't as cynical, who is a little bit more romantic and thinks that they're Carrie Bradshaw and, oh my God, I'm going to move to LA and I'm going to go on the beach picnic date. This will work. This will work. This guy will not waste his time with someone who wants to get to know him. He will only put his time into people he can impress their pants off of them.
Superficially.
Right. There's no real to him. Especially there's no real because he's not even listening to what she's saying.
Right. And again, she's saying it in the nicest, sweetest, kindest way anyone could ever say it.
Totally. If you're not cool with it, it's not for everyone. He wants to be able to date someone who will trick. So the beach picnic didn't trick her. The wording didn't trick her. Now he's out. He's like, just like women don't waste their time with a guy who won't make a plan. Guys who want to hook up won't waste their time with women who aren't totally impressed with them trying to hook up.
Right.
Other side of the coin. He stinks.
All right, let's do another one. Dear J&J, huge fan of the pod, and this is hot off the press because this just happened. Hot off the press.
Love it.
First off, I have been a fan of the show since the beginning.
Sizzling hot.
There you go. First off, I've been a fan of the show since the beginning and literally love anything Betches. I, 29 female, I've been with my boyfriend, 32 male, for 3 years. To start off, I love him a lot. We get along very well. Have talked about marriage, and he is very good looking. The stats are 6'7" and 250 pounds and recruited to play for the NFL as a wide receiver.
Whoa.
Is he actually?
Hot. That's
was
hot.
he recruited? Was he recruited and then didn't?
I don't think he's saying no to the NFL. I don't think that's how the NFL works. Please play for us, please. No, I got to be a teacher. I got to make $50,000 a year. Yeah, I don't think.
Is he a wide? So then, is he a wide receiver in the NFL?
Let me just say. Maybe this sounds like how a woman who kind of knows sports would say it. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
I don't even know sports, and I still think that's kind of sounds weird. What do you think she means?
Maybe she means he was recruited to play in college and got drafted into the NFL, and it didn't work out. Listen, if you're even talking about the NFL and being a wide receiver, and you're 6'7", 250, like you're a stud, like no question.
Sure. Okay. To get to my red flag or deal breaker, he washes his hands and penis immediately after sex. He's not religious, like the shower after sex, Sex in the City episode, and isn't super anal about hygiene. To add on, he is also not adventurous in bed at all and thinks anything out of the norm is gross. I love how she capitalizes at all. I'm not a crazy kink person, but I think a little bit of oral and some bodily smells can be kind of hot in moderation. I'm not talking anything crazy or out of the ordinary. So what's the verdict on hygiene after intimacy? The betch with the clean boyfriend. It's funny the part she's focused on.
Right. That's why I wanted to do this one because the part she's focused on is more relatable to me than the part that she's not focused on, which is like that he doesn't like oral and any bodily smells. And
right.
I think sex is supposed to be messy.
Or not even open to it. Yeah.
Right. Like you have to be a little bit open and curious to have fun sexually, in my opinion. And it seems to concentrate on the washing his dick and hands after sex, that is not a problem. I think
right.
It is interesting to me that like I've been with women where after sex, like I've put on shorts and they're like, what does that mean? What are you saying? You don't want to be with me? And I'm like, no, I just like want to put on shorts. Like it is funny that the after sex behavior from men gets like very
well, that's when we're at our
watched.
most vulnerable. If you think about it, that is sort of like the most vulnerable time for a woman is like after she's slept with you. It's like, okay, is he going to leave now? Like, does he like, did he get what he wanted? I think there's like a feeling of like, I've just given you something good or logical or illogical.
I just want my giblets put into place, you know, like I just want like some normalcy downstairs, you know, like I've gone through a physical thing too, you know, like
yeah, I think you're immediately looking for clues after sex that the person is like not going to run away for you.
I get that. Like, and I
like biologically.
Right. Just like touch my body again. Like, yeah, I can understand like if a guy like got into his full sweatsuit after sex, he'd be like, are you disgusted by me now? Like, you know, there's a little bit of that, but I've never felt that way. It's just more about me being comfortable. Like, you know, naked time's over.
I think the boxers are fine. It's just more like, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny because they've been together for 3 years. She says, and like she's never asked him that. Like, hey, even like let's say she's fine with the sex, which it sounds like she's not. But like, it's just odd to me that she won't be like, hey, what's the deal with like you cleaning your penis and hands like immediately? Like, what is why do you do that? They've been together 3 years.
I think walk me through your post-sex, you know, routine.
Mental, what are you thinking?
Yeah, right. Give me kind of the play-by-play, you know, to put it in sports, you know, terms. Give me the play-by-play of the post-sex thing. I think washing his penis and hands is like totally normal. Like I can understand that.
That's fine to me, but if she wants to know why he does it,
it's okay to ask.
I think they've been together 3 years. I think that's like a question that I'm surprised you waited this long to ask.
Right. It's both normal to ask and normal to do.
Sure.
And I think the thing that she needs to be more concentrate more on is he thinks anything out of the norm is gross, and in all caps, not adventurous in bed, in caps at all.
Right.
And then she has to apologize that she's not a crazy kink person. Listen, you want him to go down on you. Like, how clean do you have to be, you know?
I think the washing your hands thing after sex could be an opener to get into the rest of the sex life.
Right.
That's like a tangible thing that can start the conversation if done, again, in a non-aggressive, shamey way.
Right. Hey, walk me through your post-sex, you know, hygiene routine. What's going through your head? What do you find kind of gross? What do you not want? There's the smell, you know, there's a smell of sex. Is that hard for you to deal with in sleep? You know, that's okay. I think you have to also not get offended. She has to like.
That's what I'm saying. You have to go into it like allowing him to be vulnerable without being judged.
Right.
Because I'm sure there's something there.
Tough one.
That relates. I'm sure the cleanliness of the penis and the hands relates to the fear of doing anything else sexually.
And let me just tell you, you're going to have to go with a no stupid answers policy because he might have like a thought on STDs. Like he might be like, or STIs. He might be like, well, you wash out after so you don't get, you know, whatever. And you'd be like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But
he might be
an idiot.
A lot
of men are dumb like that. Like me included, we're all dumb like that. I'm just letting you know. So let's do the last one.
All right.
J&J, longtime listener. I would have sent a voicemail, but I know I'd ramble. I'm 32 female, matched with a guy 35 male, and after only a few messages, we plan to meet for drinks. By we, I mean I planned everything. He never suggested a place or time. I did. He agreed. Okay, so I'll be him, you be her. Ready?
Okay, ready.
I have to be honest about something. Anytime someone says I have to be honest about something, I like my anus just like sucks in.
Especially before you even meet.
Right. Yeah, this is over the app. I want you to know before we meet that I make okay money and everything, but due to some finance things that popped up, I currently am flat broke until Wednesday. Normally, I would pay for both our lunches or coffees and I can on another day, but today I won't be able to. I am sorry, but I actually want to see if we have real chemistry, so I'll start by at least showing you respect and being honest about my embarrassing position, which is very temporary. Are you wet, Jordana?
On Wednesday, this is all going to be cleared up.
Yeah, Wednesday he'll be a billionaire. Yeah, I'm sure our listeners need to collect themselves from how turned on they are by this rom-com
over the app hearing you're going to be paying for the date.
Right. Okay. I don't think this was the premise for that new voicemail movie on Netflix. So. Yeah. All right.
Oh, thanks for being vulnerable.
Thank you.
Would you rather not go? I don't mind paying for myself, but if you're more comfortable bringing a blanket and a couple of tall cans to the lake, I'm good with that. This woman wants her own beach picnic. Beach picnics apparently are all the rage going on now.
My God. I mean, the lake.
These women are so understanding.
She is very
Where are all the men?
Listen, I'm here with you. I agree. Yeah. At first, I mean, to say this over the app, dude, hey, I can't go out until Thursday. Yes, you can't do Tuesday. You have no money in your account until Wednesday, then make the date for Thursday.
I need you to pay.
She said she made the whole plan. You can rebut.
Yeah, just say next week is better for me.
Right. At first, I appreciated the honesty, but I'm financially stable and looking for someone who is too. I told him I was happy to pay for myself, even suggested bringing drinks to a nearby park instead. He said he didn't even have beer at home, so I found myself offering solutions, reassuring him, and trying to make the date work. Between planning the date in the first place and now managing the logistics, it felt like way too much effort for someone I'd never met. I almost went anyways because I didn't want to seem shallow. Oy, no, you're not shallow.
There's nothing to do with it.
But I ultimately decided to be honest with myself and sent the following message. So here's her message.
Hey, sorry, I think I got caught up in people pleasing instead of being honest with myself, but I don't think we're the right match. I'm looking for someone who's in a stable place financially, and maybe now isn't the right time for you to date if that's not where you're at. I would have been good to grab a coffee or do something free if it had been your suggestion right off the bat as well, but I'm feeling a little turned off that all of that was put on me to sort out for you. Sorry to pass this late into plans.
So my question is red flag or deal breaker. A guy asks you on a date, makes you plan it, and then tells you he can't afford it. Also, bonus message, he made it seem like the whole thing was a test. What is wrong with people? I probably should have unmatched at that point, but I have a bit of a feisty side. And here's the text. I'll read his. LOL, it's okay. It was a good test to see what's important to you. Good luck with everything. Fuck this dude. Fuck this guy. What a piece of shit.
Right. I'm surprised she even answered this, but she replies, it's important to me that I've worked hard to build a life and want to date someone on the same level as me. I know this province is expensive and tons of shitty things can happen to put you in a bad place financially. I have empathy for that, but the reality is I'd rather not waste either of our time because I know what I want. And part of that is a guy taking me on a first date makes effort, even if he's broke. There's lots of free things you can do, but you put it all on me to decide that. Maybe you'll learn that women like effort and you can carry that forward in your next interaction on here. Good luck.
You know, the thing I notice about the internet is that we really feel like we have to explain things to people that don't want to learn and already know what they're doing.
People.
Well, he's not. This guy is an adult who was able to get a date with her, a prospective date with her. And we do this with politics. We did this with COVID. Hey, the reason you take the vaccine is so that you're less likely to die. You still might get sick. And then people would still go, who cares? Why would you even take it if you could still get sick? They don't want. And then people would go and explain to them, well, if you look at the numbers, what are you explaining to someone who's fucking with you? Like, this person doesn't want to learn. They disagree with you. This person, they wanted a date with someone who would go out with them to a lake and suck their dick without them having to fucking bring a beer.
Like, and buy them a coffee.
Right. So I think they're looking for something that you don't want to do. Like, she goes into her like end of Les Mis speech. Like, this speech is crazy. It's important to me that I've worked hard to build a life.
Right.
I want to date someone who's the same level as me.
This is something you say when you break up with someone at 3 months because you've realized that they, that you're on different pages financially. This is not something you need to say to someone you've never even met that you're still speaking to on an app. That clearly is like, you know what I mean? All you need to say, and I would give her props because like this, to give her more confidence in dating, the fact that she sent the follow-up text about passing, that's progress. Maybe in the past she might have gone out. The fact that, and I think women do this a lot because they're like, well, what if he's great? And women are looking for reasons to be turned on. I think a lot of the times.
Right.
They're like, well, what if like they don't want to throw away a guy who's seeming okay, so he's got some financial issues, blah blah blah. Like, I think the fact that she took a second, she thought about this, and she's like, no, this doesn't feel right.
Right,
I'm gonna
pass.
That's a win. That's a win for her.
Yeah,
just take the win and then leave.
We do this all the time. This I want a man who will make a plan and who will pay for 2 beers on a Thursday night and will wear a belt and might make a little bit of money that they could save for retirement. Am I asking for too much? And maybe goes down on me every now and again and tries to make me come. I don't even need to come. I could just lay in bed and just feel nice to be licked a little bit. Like, enough. We're explaining things to people who do not want to learn, don't want to be explained to. And I agree with you. It's a win that you didn't go.
Yes. I would pat myself on the back for progress in dating, for learning where to cut my losses earlier than going out with this person and realizing that they stink just as much in person as they do over the app. Also,
Totally.
like I think this isn't even gendered. I think if a woman sent this message to you on the app, that would also be weird and a turn off. If she was like, just so you know,
I
have
no money? No, get out of here.
Right.
Hey, the check clears Wednesday? Fuck off. Right. I'm not going out with you. Go get a job. Go figure it out. Start a podcast. Like, do something. You're not ready. You're not ready.
You're not ready.
Just because you're an age that people are ready doesn't mean you're ready. So, and again, like, if a woman did this, she's not also doing this weird. To fuck me. Like,
right.
Right.
Like, that's the difference. That's what makes this worse for a man. But still, I would still be a turnoff.
Totally. No, I'd be turned off. I mean, I went on a date with someone. She was like, "Yeah, I'm couch surfing right now." I was like, "It's over. What I'm not
right.
You're not ready. It's you just get out of here. Scat. Shoo."
You didn't say it's important to me that I've worked hard to build a life and want to date someone on the same level as me.
It's just important to me to wake up every morning and look to my left and see a partner who's trying just as hard as me. Shut up. I'm so annoyed. Man, the men were real losers this episode.
Yeah,
sorry,
seriously.
ladies.
I hope this isn't indicative of what's left out there.
Listen, I'm sorry I'm off the market.
All right.
Well, we solved dating again, I think.
I think so. We did it. We'll be back on Friday.
Boom.